many that I have to go through in order to get that million following, because it may not be YouTube. So, you know, I ain't mad, okay, if I don't get to 1 million on YouTube. But guess what?
Ain't nobody tripping.
Ain't nobody tripping. And it's coming, okay? Because guess what? Well, you guys supposed to guess what? Guess what?
What?
God says so.
Period.
So as I mentioned, this new year I was in a relationship with not only a guy, but I also, a guy. Why'd you look so surprised?
I thought you were about to say a girl.
Come on, you really?
Because you said not only, so I was like, wait, what I missed?
No, it's
okay.
not. Anywho, yes, and I also not only was in a relationship with like other people. Okay, what? I just had relationships this new year with people. Okay, let's just leave it there with people. How are your relationships?
Okay, because it wasn't that funny, but it was funny.
It was funny because
it's
us. Yeah.
Okay, so my relationships with people. So we gonna go friend, family, personal.
Yeah.
My relationships with people. I personally got a difficult little in my brain when it comes to dealing with females because
I had to learn that one this new year too. You're not alone.
Females can be difficult. I mean honestly, people who don't grow up can be difficult. And I'm not sitting here saying I'm perfect because I'm not. And that's one of the things that I actually like a lot about what I've been going through my first semester and stuff in college is what I've learned is a lot of times, and I've always kind of been like this, but I've figured out how to put it into words and understand what it really is. A lot of times people will worry about the next person, what the next person is doing wrong. And what I had to realize was like, okay, what am I contributing to it, and how is the way I'm looking at it, how's my perspective making this like bad for me? What am I doing wrong, basically? And I mean, because what I do is I isolate myself. I'm very standoffish. Like, I'm social. If I'll say what's up to you, like if I mess with you or whatever, and if I don't, I'm quick to introduce myself and all that stuff. But one of the things I struggled with was like I fell into the habit of, like, for example, walking into a room and after I get to know people for so long, walking into a room and not saying hi to everyone. Just because I'll be like, you know, like, I see you all the time. Like, that was a bad habit of mine. And that was something I was like, I don't like that about myself. I want to fix that. Because I don't want to be known as a person who walks in a room and don't know how to speak to everybody. Like, because I used to be that way. But things I went through in life, like, it was weird the way certain things affected just my overall interaction with people.
Yeah.
So, I realized that. And it became, it caused me some problems because people would feel like I didn't want to participate. Like I didn't want to be involved with them or what was going on. But it wasn't even that. It's just because I'm very used to things, I'm very used to things being toxic or something always going wrong. Like someone is talking about me behind my back or someone is not really being a genuine friend to me. Like just, because I used to be the type to think that like, everybody was real, I guess. But it's always the people that be like, I'm the realest, whoop. That's really, really not. And I always say, if you grown, why do you feel the need to announce it? If you're real, why do you feel the need to announce it? Like, just be that. Like, let that speak for itself. And a lot of people, like, I wasn't messing with them because even though we're growing and we're still figuring out who we are, like, I have a good idea of who I am. Like, at this point in my life, I have a pretty solid idea. And if you don't, I'm not knocking you for it. But certain energies you got, keep that where you at. Like, that's just where I am with it. And it's just like...
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
So what I discovered, too, in, in relationships in this new year, because I am 19, this is my 19th new year. I'm having a lot of fun with that. But within this 19th year, and what I've discovered in relationships is that, you set the tone for how you want people to treat you in your life. So you bring the people that you want in your life. And you're responsible for that. That's in dating, that's in like relationships with women, with men, any types of relationships. You set the tone for that. So if you don't want those toxic people in your life and those relationships aren't working, you cut that cord. And cutting the cord doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be disrespectful. Cutting the cord doesn't mean that you have to like make the other person feel bad. It's just simply removing yourself from the situation and empowering the other individual to go out and create their life and have the best life that they want for themselves, and knowing that you guys just aren't meant to be in each other's lives. So just
on that level.
Just to be having that awareness, at 19 has definitely saved me some trouble. Yes. So if that is something I can pass on in my process of, building relationships, is setting the tone for those relationships, because not everyone, not even that, but not everyone can be your friend. And that's something I had to go through, is that I wanted to be friends with everyone at school.
Yeah, let me
wait, don't finish.
When Dylan is done, I have a story.
Thank you.
Go.
I feel like I have like really reached out and like wanted to create a lot of relationships with people that I had to realize were not on my level and were not going in the same direction that I was going in. And that doesn't mean they're less of a friend or that they're not my friend. It just means that we just can't be friends in this season of my life. So for those who are, embarking on relationships, building friendships, and building like actual like, dating, boy, girl, boy, non-gender, whatever type of relationship you want to create, if you are someone who's going on that journey, literally just set the tone for it, and realize that you are the author of your life, and so that any moment you want something, you go out and you get it and be responsible for it. So yeah, what were you gonna say? I was in relationships, and you was like, yeah, because
I have a story. It's nothing bad. It's just about how you said being friends with everybody, want to be everyone's friend. Like I said earlier, because of the type of person that you are and that I am, the way we view people, we treat people, we would hope and expect that same thing in return. But the reality of it is that everyone is not like that.
Right.
And at some point, that comes back to what I said earlier. You can't take it personal, because it's just, it is what it is. And everyone doesn't know how to treat people. And then if it is a thing where someone is personally doing something against you, well, they must have a problem. I don't know what to really say, because
also, that's why literally, you guys, in the relationship that I just got out of, I really realized that like everyone is selfish right now, especially young people. So for all of my young ladies out there who are interested in dating, like be patient.
Choose yourself first.
Yeah, do you see? Choose yourself first, and realize that like dating and all that is cool. Relationships are cool, but like really put yourself first, and realize that if you don't have a relationship with yourself, for one, that relationship that you're in isn't gonna hold you. And for me, you can like for example, like I'm someone who knows myself and has a relationship with myself, but if I'm dating someone who doesn't have a relationship with themselves, or who don't know who they are in the world, then it won't work, because I'm gonna continuously see something that they don't see within themselves, and that can't work. It can't be one-sided. The relationship can't be me constantly pumping you up and putting you first if I'm not putting myself first. So you got to know how to drop those, okay? All right. Yeah. Also, in this new year, I brought in the new year being a vegan vegetarian. That was cool. I will definitely share that experience with you guys in some of the upcoming shows, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, because that's actually been like a huge chapter of my life, by the way. And
I've been pescatarian too.
It's been the best 7 months. Shout out pescatarian. It's been the best 7 months, I think, of my 19 years of living thus far. And I definitely want to share, because I had my moments. I cheated. I'm not even going to sit here and lie. I cheated. But I want to share that with you guys, because if you are someone who wants to go that route, you're going to hit those moments when you cheat. And that's okay, because if you've been carnivore or pescatarian, you're going to have those moments where you're like, ooh. And we'll just leave it there. So I'll make sure to have a topic so I can, just share my journey with you guys and to give you guys some cooking tutorials. Shout out Solely Vegan. That's where we ate today. It was really good, wasn't it? Yeah, it was good. We don't even want to talk about it. It was good. It was
You like put me on the spot. I don't know why.
But yes, you guys, I definitely have a lot in store for you guys. The grits were good?
Continue.
Thank you. So yes, you guys, this season, you can tell I have a lot in store for you guys, and I'm so happy you guys checked out today's show, season 2, episode 1.
Yes,
So
yes.
many more to come, many more to come. Shout out Pussy, aka LV. He will be on next week's show, so make sure you guys are tuning in, subscribe so you can see next week's show. Let's go follow us on Instagram at The Jalen Murray Show. Make sure you guys go follow us on Twitter at The Jalen M Show. Like us on Facebook at Jalen Murray Talk Show so that you can join next week's conversation. Don't forget to subscribe. What's your Instagram name so that they can go follow you? Twitter, all that, Snapchat, whatever you want to give.
I'm boring. Y'all don't want to follow me. But my Instagram is HF_Taylor. The A is a V and everything is lowercase.
We'll make sure to put that there at the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah.
My Twitter is Taylor_Bazile, first last name. And Snapchat is TWO_Bazile,
What is the-
TWO_FOBAZILE.
It's going to go at the bottom. But what's tufo? That's like hood.
Tufo was when, two things. I had lived when I was like
You lived on Tufo?
homeless and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I didn't live on no Tufo. When I was homeless, I lived with one of my friends. They were a Samoan family, and everybody in the family, their names all started with a T. And one of the brothers' names was actually Taylor, so it would be funny because like we'd all be in the house and they would say Taylor would be like, which one? I really shout out to them. Those are my people. But it became a thing where I was like, y'all, like we need to start coming up with nicknames because it's too many T's in the house. Like Terry, Terrence, Taylor, like too much was going on. So we started calling me Tufo, and that's because my birthday is October 24th. So Tufo, that's how that happened. And yeah.
Yeah. That's tufo. I got you. And make sure you guys go follow my Instagram at Jalen Murray. Follow me on Twitter at Jalen Murray. And follow me on Facebook at Jalen Murray. You guys, it was a pleasure being back. I'm so excited for next week's show. So make sure you guys tune in because we'll be back.
Goddamn, I do the dash, no brake pass.